Hi everyone, my name is Ines. I'm a psychologist in Community Learning Disability team in Coleridge Road. As you might have heard, some places that you normally go to are closed now, so we are all staying home. So welcome to my house, and we are just now going to try to do a mindfulness session. Mindfulness means being in the moment, not worrying too much about what's happening after and what happened before. So we just enjoy being in our bodies and just being quiet in our minds and enjoying the moment. To do so, I thought I could do one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm going to make some pizza and focusing how I feel while I'm doing. So if you want to join me, all you need is some flour. I have 240 grams of flour here. Have some milk. We're going to need 10 tablespoons. So I have a glass of milk and 30 milliliters of oil, or you can use 50 grams of butter or margarine, whatever you have in your fridge. And that's all we need. And we also need our hands. Our hands need to be cleaned. You might have heard that you need to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. I actually just washed my hands, use my favorite song to do so, and make sure you wash all your fingertips and your hands. So to start our mindfulness session, we have to make sure we take deep breaths and take your time. When you're ready, you can start feeling your flour. So see how that feels like. It feels quite soft. Just make sure you feel comfortable with the flour. Once you do that, you can have a nice little hole in the middle of your flour. So you can put your oil there. Take your time to feel how it feels in your hands, if you can smell something, so don't forget to keep breathing, and also the sounds it makes while you're mixing it. So when you mix the oil with the flour, you should have something that looks like breadcrumbs. You can just make sure they're all together. And once you're happy with that, you can start adding your milk. To add your milk, you can have any tablespoon you have in the house. I have these ones. So I'm going to put 5 first. So you can count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I'm going to do is try to mix. You can see it's all very white. I'll try to mix and see how it feels in my fingers. At this point you can squeeze it. See, it's starting to come together. And remember, take your time. We're not focusing what's happening after this. We're just focusing on how the flour feels on our hands. When you're ready, you can add another 5 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep mixing. Remember, take your time. Just turn it around. It might get really sticky at this point. Think of how your fingers are feeling. Are you feeling very tired from all this exercise? Do they need a massage? So you can rub them, get rid of that extra dough that got stuck to your fingers. Just do that. Take your time. to put all your dough together. When you feel like it's coming together nicely, you have something that looks like this. Yeah, so you can use a surface and you can just start kneading it. Put some flour there. And you can start kneading your dough. Just think about something that you're building on your own. And you're just doing something that feels nice. So you can just squeeze it, use your knuckles, make sure you're helping the dough get together. And at this point, we might remind you to breathe in and breathe out. And just use the dough to feel how it moves with your fingers, how they're doing a little dance. You can use this dough to make up to 4 mini pizzas, or you can just make one big one. I would like my pizza to be round. If you're happy with kneading and punching your dough, take your time. Feel free to pause the video and you just, whenever you're happy, you can carry on to the next step. Now, when I'm quite happy with my dough, I've punched it a couple of times and I'm feeling quite relaxed. I can use a plate. Put my dough there, try to get it into shape. Take your time with this. Just use the plate and use your fingers to stretch the dough as far as you can. So once I've been kneading my dough using my knuckles from the center to the edge of the plate. And once you're happy with the shape of your pizza, remember, this is your own pizza. It doesn't have to look like anything you don't want to. Just, it can be any shape and it can be your own pizza. So I have the base. So now I'm ready to put on my toppings. The toppings you can put on your pizza are entirely up to you. The ones I chose is tomato sauce. I just put some oregano and pepper on it. So I'm just gonna put them at the end of my pizza, the center. Just make sure I spread it around. You don't need to put a lot of things on your pizza, because if you put a lot of things, it might get too heavy and take longer to make. So we're just gonna make a nice little tomato sauce drawing. Oh. Another thing I want to put on my pizza, you might have guessed, is cheese. So when I'm doing this, I want you to feel how the cheese, the sounds that the cheese make. Remember, we are just trying to understand how the ingredients go together, and we are just in this moment making our best. So be mindful of your fingers when you're doing this. Just see how the cheese feels when it's grated. It's quite a different one. So I just use my fingers to spread the cheese around my pizza base. You can put as much cheese as you want. Remember not to make a mountain on top of your pizza base, because otherwise it might crackle. Okay, so once you put your cheese, you can put any toppings you like. You can put ham, pepperoni. My favorite one is pesto, so I'm going to just put a few dollops of pesto. It's my favorite. Just going to put tiny bits of pesto around my pizza. Not too much. Okay. And I feel quite happy with my pizza right now. So it's ready to go in the oven from 15 to 20 minutes. Feel free to pause the video and I'll show you how it looks like. While my pizza is in the oven, I can take this time to do whatever I want to feel more relaxed. You can use this time to, see if you have any tension on your shoulders. Just roll your shoulders for a bit. Always remember to take deep breaths. See how you're feeling, because you put a lot of effort and work into kneading that dough. You can also use this time to start siding up. I know it's not my personal favorite, but I would like to take this time to, see what's left of my process of pizza making. And once this time is finished, you can just enjoy yourself until your pizza is finished. Okay, 20 minutes have passed. I enjoyed myself. And now my pizza is ready. Make sure you use something to take it out of the oven with, because it's quite hot. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you enjoy eating your pizza. You can also try to practice some mindfulness while eating it. Try not to eat it all at once. I normally cut it into 8 slices or so. So I take my time to enjoy eating and savoring my lovely pizza. Hope you keep safe and enjoy. Goodbye.